Hello, BPD Warriors and mental health friends alike. Sorry, I've actually been changing things in my life to try to make it better. That's the cat's bell, by the way. One of the things is, well, first I wanted to say that I know the last video was very triggering, and so I didn't want to wait too long to make a new video to let everyone know that I was okay. I felt it was important to post the video because a lot of people, when they heard Trump's comments about sexual assault, were like, it's just words. And I wanted to show how much those just words affect people who have been suffered from sexual assault. And so I know it was kind of triggering, and I apologize if you weren't prepared for that, but it was really difficult to try to share and talk about. So this video will be happier. As I said, I've been making some changes in my life. One of them is, actually tonight, I'm going in for a sleep study because I have horrible insomnia. Like, I didn't sleep at all last night, and that's not that unusual. I kind of don't sleep maybe once or twice a week, and when I do sleep, I only sleep for a few hours. So one of the changes my doctor insisted on was that I didn't stay in bed all the time, because I would usually stay in my room and be in bed with my lap desk. So now I've been kind of migrating between the dining room table and downstairs where I'm on this couch here. So that's why the background's changed, and why some of the other videos had a different background, because I was in the kitchen. So that has helped with my sleep. Obviously not last night, but that and a change of medication. I've also been making some changes in my personal life with my relationships. I was under a lot of stress involving my romantic relationships, and I've kind of gotten that settled. I don't want to talk about that in detail, but just because it involves other people's privacy as well. And so now that I've gotten that kind of settled, that's given me a lot of relief, and I'm not under as much stress. I'm also working again, which is definitely a positive thing. I have a chance, about mid-December, I'm going to be working at a school they're having a suicide awareness week, where basically, I'm sorry about the cats, they run around like crazy cats do. So they're going to have a suicide awareness week, and most of the week they'll be kind of drilled on the facts about suicide, and I'll be going in to give like a personal perspective of what it's like to deal with suicidal ideation. I've also been asked to talk about what it's like to be TDO'd, which means temporary detention order, and here in Virginia that's basically involuntary hospitalization, which I've had happen twice. One time I was released after 8 hours, and the other time I was kept for the full 4 days, and the judge decided I could go home, and the psychiatrist agreed. I also had a fun opportunity with my last breakup where my boyfriend's mother tried to TDO me for no good reason, just to be spiteful. So I have that experience with the police, and luckily they were like, no, she doesn't need to be TDO'd. I'm also doing a lot of graphic design work. I wanted to show this one off. It's all backwards and stuff, and you can't really see it on here. But I'm actually very proud of this poster. And I'll have it on my website once Vocal, the agency, it's a Virginia advocacy agency for mental health, once they are using it, I will post it on my website, because I'm actually pretty proud of this one. I think it did a good job. Also doing a website for another group called Rise Phoenix Rise, and they do animal therapy, where they combine mental health patients with animals, and that's a great thing. And they're going to get me into some more speaking engagements. So I've really been working on my career. I've been doing a lot of support groups for both mental health and like business support groups like Toastmasters. And there's just so many on Meetup that I can't keep track of all of them. And unfortunately, some of them fall during my speeches, which are more important, so I go and do those. But, so things are going well, and I saw my psychiatrist yesterday, and we kept me on the same medications because of the aphasia episode. Apparently every medication I take can lower the seizure threshold, and since it was questionable whether I had a seizure or not, she didn't want to change anything yet. So we're going to wait to change the medications, but we are looking at changing some because I've been on them for a really long time. And I don't want to name names, but I've been on some of the medications for years, so I don't think they're being as effective. But we want to wait until we're a little further away from that scary aphasia episode. So I've really been working on myself, and my appetite is still really down. Today my sister and I are going to Goodwill. Oh, yay, Goodwill! I am a thrift store maverick. I love thrift store shopping. But my clothes are falling off of me. Literally, I'm having trouble wearing pants. Only my skirts are fitting me. So I need some new clothes. And Goodwill is the place to do that for cheap, because I don't have much money right now, because I wasn't working for a few months, and that kind of set me back. But it's okay. I'm still working on getting graphic design work, and still working on getting more speeches, and I'm feeling like they're getting better. Like I'm on an uphill swing instead of a downhill swing like I had been. There's definitely a little bit of a sad cloud over me. Seasonal affective disorder, not sad like crying, which just kind of makes me, when I was younger, I would get really depressed and like suicidal and want to harm myself. But now it's more of like I get numb and I don't really feel like doing anything. I get kind of just blasé. So I've got a little bit of that going on. So I'm taking vitamin D, and I have a sun lamp that I use that helps with that as well. So things are getting better for me. I wanted to reassure everyone, since my last video was quite intense, I know, but my point was to be intense because I wanted people to see how much that type of event can affect you, and that hearing people talk about it is not just words, it's extremely triggering. So things are looking better for me, and hopefully I will have some news at least from my sleep study. I'm working on eating healthier since I'm eating less. Obviously I've changed my sleep schedule a lot, or my sleep habits a lot, which has helped. I didn't sleep last night because I think I was more excited because I was working on a project and I got kind of excited. But I had a good day and a good night, and tomorrow I'm working and going to Goodwill, and then I have a support group that I've joined, and then I also will be going to my sleep study. So I've got a full day. So thanks for watching. You guys, BPD Warriors, let's keep it on. I think I'm going to just start doing this and showing my tattoo. I think that's how I'm going to start ending the videos. I know you guys really wanted to know that. Alright, BPD Warriors, keep on keeping on.